people everywhere today. So, how you guys doing? I'm Chris Ignato. You're watching Nature Now. You know what? 2020 is done now. Thank God for that. But I'm glad 2020 is done. Let's keep our fingers crossed and set our sights ahead for 21 and hope for the best. But this video isn't about that. I wanted to thank you for sticking with me through the thick and thin and watching my channel and commenting on my videos and all. And, you know, I've got lots and lots of clips and all sorts of things I filmed that never quite made it into any videos this year, just like every year. So this is a compilation of some of those clips. Really hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get this show on the road, huh? I know I've said it before, but I like me some lichen. I've got probably 3 hours or so worth of just lichen clips alone. This stuff is so cool looking, and I can't wait to present to you my lichen video. Throughout the year, I've seen countless sunsets. Anytime I see sunlight just dancing upon the water's surface, I gotta stop and either take a photo or film a few seconds. It's just beautiful. And the way the sun sets over the lake, how can you not love it? So I'm doing one of my campfire programs right now, and one of the girls here just pointed out this bee in the fire pit, and of course, you know, we had to rescue her. She seems to really like this marshmallow. Probably not the healthiest thing for her, but, you know, they use sugar to make honey. They have to keep that hive around 88 degrees throughout the winter months. They do that by buzzing and vibrating their bodies, bringing up their body heat, and in return, heating the hive. So this marshmallow should help. Have a look at this branch. It looks a lot like a spider web or something. Pretty cool. You know, the pines are always filled with cool stuff. Once I finally got a set of wheels, I was definitely a bit more mobile. And heading to just a few different locations, I got to enjoy hours of beautiful scenery along the way. From the lowlands of New Jersey to the scenic mountains of Pennsylvania. I could easily fill up the hard drive with just this kind of footage alone. Whether it's a clear sunny day, beautiful snowfall, or torrential downpours, I love all of it. That looks a bit big for a squirrel. Possibly a raccoon or something. So this is a deer rub, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Many of those parks and habitats I visited were so serene and beautiful, so picturesque. Old homesteads saturated with long-forgotten stone walls, telling stories about lives that once were. Beautiful waterfalls, forests of ferns, fields of lichen, meadows of flowers and grass, and just about everything else you can find in my region. Being a naturalist, throughout the summer months, I would see praying mantises almost every time I hit the woods. I'm sure you know by now that I don't just love herping for reptiles and amphibians, but I'm very fascinated whenever I find an exciting insect species. You know, things like tiger beetles, snail hunters, horned prionids, splendid earth scarabs, and dozens of other beetles and insects. So many of these things are waiting patiently to be the stars in my upcoming videos. And obviously, I'm not just into entomology or herpetology. I'm of course into zoology also. And I don't mean to be a buzzkill or anything like that. But when people get excited over deer, I smile, but I see them all the time, usually within just a few feet of me. I've told people a lot of times that when I hit the woods, branches and trees are always falling around me. I'm not exaggerating. It's so frequent that I've caught it on film at least 6 or 7 times just last year alone. Notice how it's dead calm too. Not a breeze anywhere. Not a single leaf is moving. How you guys doing? Check this out. I got a car full of snakes and a bearded dragon, but mostly snakes because I love me some snakes. I'm doing a party, bringing these to somebody's house, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I got the Honduran milk, the pine snake, hognose, sand boa. I can't remember who else, but I got a bunch of stuff in here. I just made a slight modification on Wolfman here. Now he's got to pee real bad. I'm funny sometimes. So there are 3 cars in this parking lot aside from myself. That makes 4 of us. None of us are within the lines. And I was literally sitting here going through phone messages because I got to run in the store, and I thought I had something written down somewhere, a list, but it's probably sitting at home. However, pretty sure these cars are waiting for a drug dealer. I look like I'm waiting for a drug dealer too. If the cops come, it's going to be funny. I'll be like, no, dude, seriously, looking for a list. Yeah, that's believable. I'm going to go somewhere else. So get this, I just drove away, right? And the one guy just started beeping and beeping his horn. And looking at me. Maybe he thinks I'm the guy with the goods. I got goods, but not them kind. And not for some guy either. You find a lot of bones in spring from deer that didn't make it throughout the winter, and roadkills and everything else. Well, that's pretty cool. It immediately caught my eye with the symmetry. So, this is the seed pod from a sweet gum tree. It reminds me of a whole bunch of opened bird beaks. Have a look at this burrow. I think this is a wolf spider. I've seen these before, and I found evidence of spiders around the burrows. I guess this is a wolf spider. I'm not entirely sure. And just like any wildlife enthusiast, wildlife tracks always catch my eye. So I'm gonna try this spot over here and see what there is. Well, this sucks. I love finding splinters and thorns and removing them. Oh, that's boring. Well, that's pretty cool. Tool station for your bicycles. Or whatever else, I imagine. Unfortunately, in 2020, I only got to go camping twice. Due to COVID, almost every campground in Jersey was shut down, except for the Atzine Family Campground, right in the heart of the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, so I was happy with that. Another place I like to go to is the French Creek Campground in Pennsylvania. And there's plenty more of those in store for the future. Remember the forest fires out in California? All the way over here in Pennsylvania, it's turned the sunsets red. What a sight to behold. Every landscape, habitat, and environment that I go to is just bountiful with serene, photogenic beauty waiting to be appreciated. Beautiful sights like this leaf just catching the sunlight and contrasting with its surroundings. Or the cap of this tiny pinwheel mushroom just laying on the ground. Or what about the suspicious appearance of these two beautiful leaves just sitting here on the ground as if somebody set them there? And of course dozens, if not hundreds, of different flowers, plants, moss, and ferns. And I know all of you appreciate that just as much as I do. Whether it's an entire habitat or just some nook tucked in the corner, it rarely fails to take my breath away. And not only do I completely love and adore the beauty, I also really love those ominous and somewhat eerie places too. Whenever I see one of those, I can't help to dive in with both feet. Now, unfortunately, I didn't make it to the ocean at all in 2020, but like most naturalists, the heart of most of my adventures center around bodies of water or other freshwater environments. Another beautiful aspect of nature is that there's no shortage of textures and colors to ensnare my interest. You know what this tells me?
Joe was here. Joey, Joseph, AJ, Alaska Joe.
This is not a cup of Joe. It's a cup of Joe. And oh yeah, I harvested all sorts of delicious mushrooms, including chicken of the woods, and my favorites, the morels and maitake. And not only that, I enjoyed dozens of delicious plants and herbs also. And I don't only harvest them for food, I of course collect and store plenty of medicinal herbs also. You never know what you might need. And of course 2020 was proof of that. Well, unfortunately, sometimes I get a little bit complacent, especially if it's in an area I'm somewhat familiar with. And, well, I did get lost several times throughout the year. Look how red my hands are from harvesting all that stinging nettle. Pretty red. This is wood ear or jelly ear. It's gone to the woody fibrous stage, but that's a cool mushroom. And I can't do any year-end video without including a few clips of the best thing in the world. My dog Mouse. She's not only my best friend, but she means the world to me. I love her so much. So, I just found the scene of a crime, and this is disturbing. This is messed up. His arm is clean severed. Oh my God. Whenever you find the scene of a crime, the best thing to do is to not touch it, not contaminate the crime scene whatsoever. Leave everything the way it is and just call 911. So I guess I better do that. hoping for the best, but I'm not going to do what I did the last time and say it's going to be a good year. If you look back at my year ushering in 2020 video, boy, was that a mistake. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel and being there with me for all this. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and well, I'll see you soon. Once again, I'm Chris Ignato, signing out.